Greetings and blessings to any and all who may be here gathered to check out this little presentation. I'd like to discuss today about the testing of spirits. You know, you should be able to discern, and some of the effects of this satanic ritual abuse. Now, we're at like the crossroads in our nation. We're pretty polarized, you know, pretty well divided, you know, with this Trump, for Trump, against Trump. You can see a lot of hardcore blindness in the way people go through the roles, you know. It's really important for your spiritual well-being and just well-being in general to be able to drop the bullshit and know what something is or isn't. Big part of the power structure is this human trafficking. And you got to look at it like this. They're killing children. They are murdering. They are prostituting. They're doing this to little kids. They're cannibalizing them. And you want to say, who is it? You know, before you get too caught up in the drama and in the narrative, just hold on to that nugget, because that's the most important thing. Because if we don't get a handle on this, there is no future. You understand what I'm saying? Our children are our future. If they don't have a world, and if they don't have a soul, then there is no future. Everything else is for nothing. Now, a lot of people don't know about this, and it's coming up big on the rise. And this is coming out, the Black Awakening. There's a guy, Russ Dizdar, he talks about it. And you know, this has gone on since the 30s. You know, this is the Nazis when they started trying to make their super race. They would do this trauma and programming. If you take a little kid, you traumatize the hell out of them. You shock them. You harm them to where there's nothing that they can do but leave, go to their happy place, as it were. Then from that point, they program. They program a lot of these shooters that are doing these things. You know, they said, I don't remember. Some guy just threw a kid off of a balcony at some mall up north. My dad told me it was on the news. The man said, I just had to kill somebody. Do you understand that that's not normal? Do you understand that people aren't that fucked up on their own? Something happens to get you there. See, that's a problem with a lot of this shit. You know, people are, Shannon, thank you for subscribing. For real. This is important to me to do this, and it's taken off slow. But I'm very passionate about these subjects, and wanting to do something about making people aware of some of this stuff. So, this stuff is going on, but I don't want to get too far off the topic. The Black Awakening is coming on because they're having thousands of people show up trying to get help at different places, and they've got these multiple personalities. They're programs. You hear what I'm saying? They're programs. Look at your popular culture celebrities. Nicki Minaj. She's got Roman inside of her. It's an altar. You see how they split them down the middle? And they have the one side and the other side. What they're doing is they're taking a broken form, weaponized form of spirituality, and they're inverting that system. And it's fucked up. That's why a lot of people that have great gifts, they don't know, because they enter into an alter personality. They don't know what they did. They might have great powers. They might be telekinetic in the other personality, and then they come back to their front altar, and they don't remember. It's back to business as usual. There's a lot of these people. They're millions. So how do you discern? How do you discern the spirits? See, a lot of people look at me, or they take either what my possessions, my things that I have, and they like to say, "Oh, he's dark." You know, "Oh, he's doing mad. You know, are you sacrificing something?" I ain't never done nothing like that in my life. But see, I appear to be somebody who maybe would do that to somebody. That's what they want you to think. You could spend 5 minutes with me and speak with me, and you'd know better. And see, the problem is that I've got some friends, and some of them aren't as much friends as they are acquaintances, that are really causing me harm and really setting back anything I try to do in relation to this by being blind. But I have ways to discern the spirits. I have things that I do that let me know that somebody ain't right. You know? And that's, you have to have those things. A lot of people will tell you, you know, use the name of Jesus. Can you command the name of Jesus and get somebody to stop robbing you? Maybe. But I don't really advise that. You know what I mean? It's sort of a, can be difficult to do. But you know, when you get all the hairs stand up on your arms, that's ectoplasm releasing from your pores. You are light being. That light is shining out of you. And when that happens, and it's sort of an electrical phenomenon, but that's emanating from you like a light shining. That's why your hairs stand up. Usually if you say something that touches you, or if it triggers a memory, a powerful memory, that's going to happen. So that's one of the things that you can use to tell. If someone's telling you something and they get the complete goosebumps, it's most likely something that they feel real strongly about. Meaning, it's either true, or it could be a programmed truth. I don't really think they get the response out of it like that, though, from a programmed truth. I don't think they're going to tingle all over them. And you also have to watch out, because these people, once you expose them, they're going to want to attack you. It's within one of their programs. Anything that exposes the program, they'll kill you. They will. They have the different alters depending upon the brain waves. Like, you see all the kitty cat patterns and all that stuff. That's all beta programming. And beta programming is sexual programming, because your beta brain waves is when you're playing sports, you're working, you're in a very physical sort of place. So that's sexual. Your alpha waves, that's your brain wave when you say you're driving down the road, and you know pretty much where you're at. You've driven this place before. That's kind of an alpha state, because you can reach behind you and get something, but you're still operating the car. That's also at the place, that's our Schumann resonance, is a alpha wave, 7.83 hertz. I think that's right on, going to be a little higher than that. I think 10 is when beta wave starts. Now theta is your dreaming sleep, and this is your psychic self. You know, your dreams, where you're having different abilities and stuff. That can be where you get your person who's psychic. Maybe they're doing some divination. Maybe they're reading the cards for you. Maybe they're picking up and reading your aura, something like that. But usually humans are asleep. So when you start getting into those brainwaves, you do get tired and relaxed, and you tend to pass out. Now the delta delta wave is the deep, dreamless sleep. But that's also the mind frequency that they use to be a delta. A delta's the killer. They're gonna assassinate you. That's why it's dreamless, because it's like there's nothing there. It's the state of non-being sort of state. And it's also for a omega. That is you see I'm saying it right. They have one for you to kill yourself. You know, they want you to kill yourself before you expose any of this to anyone. See, and there's each of these altars have a amnesic barrier, because when they traumatize you, your mind creates, like, it isolates that area, like segregates it off. Now you can get openings, and you can reconnect to that usually through hypnosis or other means. And this is some of the stuff that I'm trying, you know, to research and look into, because you have people who have fragmented souls. My belief is that you can locate and gather these fragments. You can retrieve them, your own fragments that you've lost, and other people have fragments and that they need. Sort of similar to the Horcrux in Harry Potter, but I won't go to say it's like that. But you got to be able to discern the spirits. And if you know where you're at, you know who you are, and you're getting a really far from the truth impression of yourself from someone else, you need to really check that out. Because if someone is putting you in the box as the enemy, and you're putting out a lot of effort to try to work towards their awakening or their freedom or whatever may be the case, then you might have to sever ties with them, because there might be something going on there that you just can't break through. And I'm kind of dealing with that in my realm, because I have a friend, and you know, the woman that this guy is with, apparently is something's not right with her. And I tried to be there and be, you know, help to and aid to that person, you know, and they spread rumors and, you know, act like they don't know, act like they're afraid, or they, you know, and that's not no. They're, the level of the disrespect and where it goes, it's already gone too far for me. I don't think so. This person has opened up a friend of mine to a very great evil, and being as, I think she thinks she can control that. You know, you gotta watch out. You got these Jezebel spirits, and that's not, you know, they want to control, command, and control everything. That's what the spirits do that oppress us, is they want to control us, command and control, like sock puppets. If you want to be sovereign and you want to be free, then you've got to wake up. Kelly Watson out.